Listen up, because what's happening behind the scenes at Ibrox is nothing short of explosive. Jamie Vardy could be on his way to Glasgow in a move that would shake Scottish football. Mohamed Diomande is being hunted by Everton with big money ready to be thrown our way. Ridvan Yilmaz, he's officially handed in a transfer request. Steven Gerrard has ruled himself out of a return, but now Dave King admits it was a massive mistake to ever let him go. And just when you thought that was enough, boom, the 49ers have swung the axe, sacking Nils Koppen in their first ruthless move to clean house. This isn't just transfer season. This is the rebirth of Rangers. Stick around. You don't want to miss a second. Mohamed Diomande, Rangers' midfield engine, the lad who landed at Ibrox in January 2024 and barely looked back, is now being courted by none other than Everton. Aye, the same Everton that's just survived another chaotic Premier League season, now under the stewardship of David Moyes, who's apparently gone full Braveheart trying to rebuild the Toffees with a bit of Scottish steel. Now, here's the rub. Diomande didn't just sneak into that Rangers squad, he stormed it. 54 appearances, 6 goals, 9 assists, and versatility that's had him pop up across the midfield like a whippet at a country fair. You've seen it yourself. He's got energy, technical quality, and a wee swagger that belongs on the Ibrox turf, but now we're hearing that Everton are sniffing around with serious interest. They're losing Doucouré, Mangala's packing his bags, and suddenly they think Diomande is the answer to their midfield crisis. Let's be clear, they've got the cash, they're moving into a new 52,000-seater stadium, and they're looking to splash the pot to climb the table. Reports say Rangers could turn a tidy profit with a deal in the region of £4.3 million being mentioned. Not bad business, considering he only signed permanently last summer. But is that enough? Is that really the value of a player who could be a cornerstone of the rebuild under the new Rangers regime with Andrew Kavanagh and the 49ers at the helm? And here's the spicy twist for you. Kevin Thelwell, the man Everton just let go, has just stepped in as Rangers' new director, his first job. Pick a new manager, his second. Decide whether to cash in on Diomande, a player he knows all too well from his time at Goodison Park. The irony writes itself. Would you rather Rangers cash in on Diomande now for over £4 million, or would selling him to David Moyes' Everton be a betrayal that weakens our spine and strengthens theirs? Right, get the kettle on for this one. Jamie Vardy to Ibrox, that's not a rumour, that's a statement if it comes off. The Leicester City legend, the man who went from non-league to Premier League champion and rattled in 200 goals for the Foxes, is officially a free agent at 38, and guess what? Rangers are right in the thick of it, trying to bring him north. While he's lounging in luxury somewhere in Turkey with the sun on his back and a cocktail in hand, the backroom at Ibrox is anything but relaxed. Kevin Thelwell's just walked in the door as sporting director, with his old Everton pal Dan Purdy set to follow. And with a new manager on the horizon, either David Ancelotti or Russell Martin, recruitment is about to kick into overdrive. And what a way to kick it off. Vardy might be 38, but he's not hobbling about like some journeyman. Last season alone, he hit 9 goals. The year before, 18. He's not coming to Ibrox for a testimonial. He wants to prove he's still got it, and Rangers could be the perfect stage. Let's not pretend it's just us sniffing around. Celtic have been linked too, no surprise given Brendan Rodgers worked with him at Leicester. But let's be honest, seeing Vardy in green and grey would be a crime against football. The proper place for a striker of that calibre is Ibrox, with the Copland Road roaring behind him. With the 49ers now in full control and promising to back the club, Vardy could be the first marquee signing of this new era. A proven goal scorer, a leader, and the kind of name that slaps you in the face and says, Rangers mean business. He'd lift the dressing room, lift the support, and make Celtic's backline sweat every time he laced up his boots. He's not just a nostalgic punt, he's a free agent, experienced, and still with enough legs to torment defenders in the Premiership. And if you want to send a message across the city and beyond, this is exactly how you do it. Would bringing in Jamie Vardy as a free agent be a masterstroke that sets the tone for the 49ers revolution at Ibrox, or is signing a 38-year-old striker just a short-term fix that risks making us look desperate to keep up with Celtic? This one's been brewing for a while, and now it looks like Ridvan Yilmaz has finally packed his bags, at least emotionally, and is heading for the Ibrox exit. After a season where his impact was as consistent as the Scottish summer, promising 1 minute, absent the next, the Turkish left-back has reportedly submitted a transfer request and agreed personal terms with Besiktas. A return to his former club now looks all but sealed, pending final talks between the two sides. Let's be honest, it's not come as a shock. 17 league appearances, no goals, and just 2 assists. That's not the output you expect from a left-back signed for around £5 million just 2 years ago. Injuries, inconsistency, and being overtaken by Jeff Day in the pecking order have left Yilmaz looking like a player out of sync with the direction Rangers want to go. Just last month, he was claiming he had no plans to leave. Fast forward to June, and he's handing in a transfer request to grease the wheels on his Ibrox exit. Whether he had a change of heart or was politely told the door's open, it doesn't really matter. If your head's not in govern, your boots shouldn't be either. Now, with the 49ers firmly in control and big decisions looming over the manager's seat, the squad is about to be reshaped, and Yilmaz simply hasn't done enough to earn his place in that rebuild. With 2 years left on his contract, there's still time to cash in and cut losses. It's the smart move. Does letting Yilmaz go signal Rangers are finally cutting emotional ties with underperformers? Or is this another example of poor squad management, signing talent we never really knew how to use properly? Well, it's finally happened, and not a moment too soon. Nils Koppen is out the door at Ibrox, and you can hear the collective sigh of relief from here to Govan Cross. New chairman Andrew Kavanagh hasn't even had time to hang his scarf on the wall, and he's already made his mark. Decisive, ruthless, and bang-on target. The sacking of Coppen, Rangers' much criticized head of recruitment, has been approved and executed swiftly, sending a clear message. Mediocrity will no longer be tolerated. Let's not sugarcoat it. Recruitment in recent seasons has been a shambles. We've watched deals get done that left you wondering if anyone had even watched the players' highlights, never mind scouted them properly. Too many signings have flattered to deceive, wages have been wasted, and resale value practically zero. This is where the rot starts, and this is exactly where you cut it out. Keith Jackson called it a masterstroke, and for once he might be onto something. This isn't just about replacing a recruitment chief, it's symbolic. It's the first axe swing at a failing regime, and the new board are showing they've got the backbone for hard decisions. Now look, nobody's saying this one move fixes it all. Rangers finished second with a goal difference of 39 and 75 points. That might be decent on paper, but it wasn't enough to stop Celtic grabbing 4 in a row. The margin for error is gone, and so is the patience. With big names linked, like Jamie Vardy, and a new manager set to walk through the doors soon, this is the moment the 49ers start building the Rangers you deserve to see. Ambitious, smart, and finally run like a proper football operation. Was Coppen just the fall guy for deeper failures at Ibrox, or is this the first real sign that Kavanagh's regime has the guts to do what the last one never dared, hold people accountable for dragging Rangers backwards? The Steven Gerrard chapter at Ibrox, unforgettable, but now firmly closed. Or is it? As Rangers search for a new manager, the name Gerrard flickered once again, sparking debate hotter than a pie in the Broomloan stand. But the former boss, who delivered title number 55 and ended Celtic's stranglehold, has ruled himself out, choosing to remain in Bahrain rather than return to the Glasgow pressure cooker. And yet, in the middle of it all, former chairman Dave King has thrown out a bit of a bombshell, saying he regrets letting Gerrard go. According to King, the club had turned a corner under Gerrard, and the decision to part ways after title glory was, in hindsight, a major misstep. His words carry weight because while Gerrard didn't have a flawless reign, he brought structure, belief, and most importantly, silverware. That's not easily forgotten. Let's not forget Gerrard's record: 125 wins from 193 games, only 26 losses. That's not just respectable, that's leadership. But here's the truth. Time has marched on. Rangers are under new ownership. Andrew Kavanagh and the 49ers have stepped in not to replay the past, but to write a new future. And right now, Davide Ancelotti and Russell Martin are the frontrunners to take the reins. One has elite footballing DNA and continental pedigree. The other, a modern tactician with solid domestic experience. There's no doubt Gerrard inspired. He brought pride back. But is looking back really the way forward? Rangers need a bold identity now, one that doesn't depend on old glories, but builds a foundation that closes the gap to Celtic and keeps it shut. The 49ers are expected to operate with ambition, but also with a long-term strategy. It won't be splash and dash. It'll be about structure, stability, and sustainability. Whoever gets the job next has to walk into Ibrox not just with a plan, but with the authority to make this squad believe again. Did Rangers make a huge mistake not fighting harder to bring Gerrard back, or would that have been nothing more than a sentimental rerun that risked holding the club back from finally moving forward? If you haven't seen yesterday's video yet, you're missing out. Explosive news about Rangers that'll leave every fan stunned. Go check it out now.